What's up, everybody? I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef. And Dr. Batman, Ashley, and I, we've been watching a lot of the YouTube videos, and we've been watching one of our favorite YouTube creators, Jacksepticeye, and he's been playing Journey to the Savage Planet. So I got to thinking, one of the health-restoring items he calls Cheetos.
Ah, Cheetos!
So I'm like, Cheetos are awesome! I love Cheetos! You love Cheetos! I'm gonna make a Cheeto-crusted chicken breast, pair it with some Gorp mashed potatoes, and a carnivorous vine home-style green beans. Come with me into my kitchen. I'll show you guys how to prep all this and make it awesome. Alright guys, so I've got my Cheetos here. I already crushed them, smashed them, made them into crumbs earlier. I'm gonna take our flour, dump that in, so that'll help as a binding agent. I'm gonna take a half teaspoon of salt. That's it, no more. You're gonna get salt from the Cheetos. Before I put any of my chicken in here, I'm gonna seal up the bag. My zip seal bag. All right, and I'm just gonna do this. Mix up the flour, mix up the salt, mix up them Cheetos. All right, we are ready. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, Dapper Jeff, what's with the gloves? Are you a surgeon now? Yes. Yes, I am. They call me Dr. Dapper Jeff. No, that's not it. When you're exploring a savage planet and you don't know anything about the life forms there, you might want a good pair of gloves. That way you can, touch things. And, they won't, poison you or get venomy, slimy goop on you. Anywho, enough about that. I have here 3 fantabulous chicken breasts because, well, puffbirds aren't on this planet. But if you can find a puffbird, kill it and use its breasts. I'm gonna trim the excess fat off these chicken breasts, which, I don't know, I mean, they're not too bad. Because this dish is super healthy for you, said no doctor ever. Wait, Dr. Batman, is this dish healthy for you? You're a doctor. All right, guys, you got it from Dr. Batman. This dish is healthy. I'm gonna take my first chicken breast. I'm gonna take it over here to the dredge. Dredge is simple, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of water, whip it together till it's, kind of creamy, like this, right? And I'm going to, I wish I'd move this closer. Toss my first breast right in there. I'm gonna come back over here, I'll grab the second one, bring it over to the dredge. We dredge, dredge, dredge. We flippy, we dredge, 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 judge, dredge. Yeah, okay. All right, and go drippy, drippy, drippy. We put it in the Cheeto bag. See, there's a reason I curled over the top. That way the top can get all, gooey, but it won't affect us getting Cheetos. All right, so as I'm trimming the fat on this third puffbird, I can't help but giggle, because there are these, puffbirds, I don't know, they're not really intimidating. They're kind of cute, they're kind of dorpy looking. And I almost feel bad that you have to blow them up for different things. Actually, one thing is a nice component to our meal. There's this wicked carnivorous vine, and it eats the puffbirds. You kind of kick them in, and it just kind of has a fan for a mouth, and it just eats them. I got some of that right here. We're going to be doing some pan sauteed country style, a lot like with those green beans we did a little while ago. Anyway, got our third puffbird. Get off there. Get off my glove. All right, bring it over to the egg. See, not only do I have puffbird, I have puffbird egg dredge. And off on the side, I have a pot going with some water in it. We're boiling up some potatoes so we can make some glorp. Gorp. Gorp. Yes, gorp. We're making gorp. And a lot of you are like, wait, Dapper Jeff, what's Gorp? Gorp is the wonderful food product I use to attract the puffbirds so I could hunt them and harvest their meats. All right, so I got my third puffbird in the Cheetos. I'm gonna take off my gloves because at this point, the beauty of wearing gloves, getting some sterile gloves, my hands are clean. I can go right to my bag. I can uncurl it, still clean. See, it's almost like I thought ahead on this. Anywho, all right, so we got our chicken breast in with the Cheetos. They're not chickens, they're Puffbirds. Probably would have been better had I done these individually, but oh well, I made it. Hey, it's my call, I made it. It wasn't the best call. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take our Puffbird breast out of our Cheetos, and I don't know what the plant is actually called, but thanks to my good friend Jacksepticeye, I'm calling them Cheetos. They're a health replenishing item that literally grow on trees in the savage world. Take some and gonna.
And by good friend, Dapper Jeff means I watch Jacksepticeye videos.
All right, so we got our last Puffbird breast. There we go. I'm actually gonna take some of the Cheeto and just kind of sprinkle crumble it over the top. I don't know if I told you guys, so I got our oven preheated to 350, like there. I've got a pot going with some potatoes that we're gonna use for our gorp. And so when you're crumbling your Cheetos, you can use a food processor. I did not. I just put them into a Ziploc bag. I grabbed like a kitchen mallet, and I just went ham on them. I made these Cheetos rue the day they thought they could stay full and intact around me. All right, that looks to be fairly breaded and good. Take off my gloves. I am going to throw this out. Do not hold on to the dredge once you put your Puffbird breast in there. That is how you get sick. That's how salmonella becomes a resident in your home. I don't want any nasty emails. Dapper Jeff, I ate the Cheeto crumbs after I dipped my Puffbird in it, and now I'm sick. That's not cool. I don't want to hear that. That's no. I have told you enough times that is not how this works. Doctor, you stop reaching for that right now. No. No. Yeah, shake your fist at me. When you don't have salmonella, you'll thank me. So, now that I've got my oven preheated, I've got my Puffbird breaded, I'm gonna open my oven. I'm gonna slide these right in here, right up top. And that's where they're gonna live for the next 45 minutes. Now, 35 to 45, depending on how thick your chicken breasts are. The important thing is you want them cooked through. I'm gonna let that cook. I'll see you guys in a little bit, and I'll show you how to do the next part of our dish. All right, so our potatoes are done. They're tender enough to stab them with a fork. I'm gonna bring them over to the sink. I'm gonna crack the lid. You can use a colander if y'all want or have one. I'm gonna drain the water. Notice I have a hot pad holder on the lid so I don't burn the dickens out of my hand. I can see it now, just burning the dickens. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Yeah. See? That's a joke for you smart people out there. All right, guys, so to make our gorp, we're gonna look at our potatoes. Look at that, look at how fantastic that is. We're gonna take our fork. Look at how fork tender these potatoes are. That is awesome. I'm gonna start to break them up a little bit just with my fork. You guys are gonna see what we're gonna do in a minute. Because we don't have a potato masher available, I am going to I'm gonna be blending a couple tricks that I have been given. So for super creamy, awesome mashed potatoes, take potatoes, take some sour cream, and you take, I mean like a big chunk and dollop, but look at that, big old dollop of sour cream, you just bam, right in there. Give it a little more. All right, now, I don't know about you guys at home, I like nice, buttery, flavorful mashed potatoes. So we got our sour cream in there. We take our butter. And I don't know, doctor, how much butter do you think we should do? Because I want this nice and buttery. About here, I'm just gonna throw this whole stick in. And best part is, it's the hot potatoes with that butter. It's gonna melt in a second. I'm gonna set the spoon over in the sink. All right, so we got our butter. We got our sour cream. Next up, you need seasoning. Throw in a little salt, a couple twists of pepper, because nobody wants bland gorp. Especially not these Puffbirds, because this is how you attract them. You make bait out of gorp, and they're all like, and they run like right to the bait. It's kind of weird. All right, so we've got our potatoes. They're all crumbly bumbled up. We got our sour cream. We got our pretty much everything else. We're gonna take our electric hand mixer. I'm gonna jam this baby in here, and I'm gonna turn it on low, and we are going to hand mix until these potatoes are nice and creamy smooth. All right, guys, so if you haven't played Journey to the Savage Planet yet, don't worry, it's okay. You can actually check out my video of it, super fun. But Gorp is purple. How do we make potatoes purple? Purple food coloring, I'm just gonna cheat. Or use purple potatoes. Yes, those exist. No, I did not really find any, so I'm just gonna put as much of this stuff as I can in here, because it's food coloring, it's harmless, it's not gonna, you know, like, turn these potatoes wickedly evil. Hey, it might actually end up the same color as my hair. All right, that's it for our food coloring packet tube. I'm gonna hand mix for just a second. Then I'm gonna throw our electric mixer back in here, because our electric mixer made them super creamy good. That's a good color. That's Gorpy purple. All right, so I'm gonna give this a quick taste. Make sure it's seasoned well. Let's clean the Gorp out of here. All right, see, then we can just throw it in a can, mass market it, and there we go. We're billionaires, and we can afford space travel. Right, Doctor? That's right. All right, guys, next up are these carnivorous vines. So we're basically gonna do the same thing we did with those country-style green beans. Gonna saute them in a little bit of bacon grease, little salt, little pepper, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. Bacon grease. I've got these fresh carnivorous vines that we snapped the ends off of earlier. Careful, I don't wanna burn you. Some schmearing bacon grease, 'cause everybody loves bacon. And we literally just throw our throw your vines on there. Let them soak up some of that bacon greasy goodness. Here we go. Super simple. A little salt. A little pepper. Give them a little giddy up. There we go. That's it. Now you just saute them for a good 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, just till they're warm and cooked through. So that's that. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes for the unveiling of the Pufferbird. All right, guys, our timer just went off. I'm about to open up this oven. Heads up. Now, the first thing I want to do is cut into them just to make sure they're cooked. So I'm gonna grab a fork, nice clean fork. Grab a knife. Careful, I don't want to hit you, Doctor. If I can get my knife drawer open. Knife. This is the biggest. So look at that. That's pretty good. It's the thickest part of this chicken. So there we go. All right, I'm gonna plate some of this up and I'll catch you guys in just a second. All right, guys, that's how you make some fantastic Gorp, some delicious carnivorous vines, and some Cheeto-crusted chicken breast. I mean, Cheeto-crusted Pufferbird. I'm Dapper Jeff. I'll catch you guys next week. Don't forget to click like and subscribe down below. Ring that little bell icon so you never miss a dish. But until we see each other again, I need you guys to do me a favor. Stay well fed. I'm worried about excess fat on the chicken breast, as I'm about to bread these in Cheetos.